Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to CNC Designs. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. As you come on in, be sure to say hello to me in the comments. If you see that red live button above my head, that means you have caught me live. Please say hello so I can say hello back to you. If you do not see that red live button, that means you're catching me on replay. In either case, please make sure you drop a word in the comments so I can be sure to acknowledge you and thank you for stopping by. I'm just going to try and take care of some housekeeping. I'm going to see if I can pull us up on the page. I am Tina from CNC Designs, and we are broadcasting live tonight from two places. We're broadcasting live from the excuse me, CNC Designs right here, as well as the Crafting Network. I'm gonna see if I can pull this live up so that I can see your comments up close and I'm not struggling to read them. Just a second, let me see if I can find us. I hope you are doing well tonight. I hope you've had a fantastic Valentine's Day. And I hope it's warm where you are. It's pretty cold, pretty cold here in New York. It's I believe it's like 28 degrees outside and predicting snow. But I'm grateful that it's Friday, so I don't necessarily have to go out tomorrow. Okay, I think I have found us, and if you are on, just drop a comment so that I can say hello to you. And tonight we're going to start off some of our Easter creations. We're going to be using a little bit of this and a little bit of that. If you've been following me, you know that I love just the whole look of mixed media and using various ephemera. So we're going to be working on this cute little bunny printable that I ran through Canva and embellished a little bit. And so we're going to be working on that. We're going to be putting that in the shadow box. We're going to be using some inks and some stamps and all kinds of good stuff. So I hope you like what you see tonight. And then probably we will be moving shortly into I'm going to be doing a series of angels, and I'm going to be inviting you to come join me with those as well. So then that will be a combination between this page and my free group page. So make sure you stay in contact with us and see what we've got going on. Hello, Miss Patterson. How are you, my friend? So let me see. Okay, I got us here. I think we can move along. So we're going to be working with this shadow box tonight. This is going to be our surface. Hi, Jen. How are you? Thank you for joining and sharing us out. Hello, Laveda. So I'm just going to be taking out the backing of our shadow box because this is going to be our surface. Thanks, Jen. I left the shadow box unpainted for now because I kind of like the color of the frame. It definitely works with our printable. So I'm going to see how we just zhuzh it up a little bit. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Thank you for joining. So let me make sure I have this the right way because this shadow box can either be hung as well as a table stand. We're going to be cutting out our printable. I did mark where I need to cut so that I can get the best fit on our surface. I hope everybody is enjoying their Valentine's Day. I hope you did something fun. I hope you got shown a lot of love and all the things. So we're just gonna cut this out and we're going to adhere it to our surface. You guys, if you've been watching me, you know that I do not like to use Mod Podge if I don't have to. So I'm gonna try to adhere this with some glue stick so that I don't have all the fuss of Mod Podge and I don't have to worry about a heat tool or anything of that nature to try to iron it down. So I'm just looking at it for a fit. I'm gonna do a little bit of sanding around that edge. Then we're gonna do some embellishment, and hopefully this is gonna come out to be a very nice Easter page. I like the neutrals, so this bunny really spoke to me. It started out as a printable pack that I got from Etsy. I did also do some other things to it, as well as I will be probably embellishing it even more because I just love all things mixed media. I love things that create depth and dimension and just give your eye all these places, these wonderful places and spaces to land. And that's what we're trying to accomplish with this piece tonight. Hello, Miss Mays, how are you? So, I'm just gonna get our glue stick down. I'm gonna get a lot of glue stick here because, like I said, I'm trying to avoid using Mod Podge or hot glue. So we're gonna put that down here. And I'm just gonna get my stamping tool just to kind of get a nice lay here. Guys, I left my glue gun. I see it fell on the floor. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Let me get that before we get too into it. Okay. Hi, Lori. Hello, Kay. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. Okay, so I think we've got a good lay. That's what we have so far. We're gonna get our sanding tool out and kind of go around these edges. If you hear some noise, that's my daughter in her room talking to her phone. My day was pretty good. My daughter took me out after work. We had dinner with her aunt and her grandmother. So that was fun. I got some flowers, which are always appreciated. Hi Norma, how are you? Thank you for joining us. So guys, like I said, in case you missed it, we are working on the first in our Easter pieces this season, and pretty soon I'm going to be working on a series of angels that I'm going to attempt to create. I've been taking some classes and doing a little bit of work in my art journal. So I'm going to try to do a couple of them with you guys live, as well as I am going to attempt to make a couple of angels out of some pieces that you may not have thought about, but I hope it will inspire you. Hello, Joanne. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, and thank you for joining. Excuse the noise. I know this tool is rather noisy, but it is the best thing for sanding, in my opinion, because you get such an amazing edging that it just can't be beat. So that's our surface so far. I'm going to move this little scraps over to the side. Having a low-key Valentine's Eve. There we go. Okay, so I like this so far. I love all of the mixed media in the print, but you know me, I'm gonna add a little bit more, and we're gonna see what we could do to kick it up a notch and take it even further. I of course saved my pieces that I cut off. I like this lace piece here, and I'm thinking that we might bring that in somehow, as well as I have this little kind of half circle that got cut off here, and I'm thinking about cutting that out and seeing how I can add that as a piece of ephemera in the piece. So we're gonna just cut it out. We're gonna see if we can apply it somewhere on this piece as just another layer of dimension. I like that, so we're gonna put that down. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have you. Guys, how come nobody told me to put the camera down? Okay. So, now I'm good. We'll get it together, y'all. Okay, here we go. So let's see. So we got this little round piece. Just gonna add a little bit more of some dimension and texture. Now we've added that to it. Looks like it was there all the time. And I have also a stencil, got a couple of stamps. I got a doily here. I'm thinking to cut some of this doily and see how we can incorporate that. I like this little lace edge here. I'm just gonna go around and cut me a little piece out of that and see where we can apply it. Maybe not in its entirety, maybe just pieces of it, because again, it's all about the texture. It's all about the dimension. And even though this paper has lace on the bottom, I want to apply some of this doily to bring it up and give it a little bit of some 3D texture. So I like this edge. So I think I'm going to go in a little bit and cut it some more. And we're going to play around with this edge and see where we want that to live. Or do we want it to live over here? Definitely not gonna use this big of a piece. I can tell that already. I'm just playing around until I get something that I think I like. I like that little rose on the end there. Okay, I think this is the ticket. And the other thing that I love about these glue sticks, I always tell you, they go on purple, but they dry clear. So I don't have to worry about that. And it's paper on paper, so you're gonna get a nice stick. You don't have to worry about whether or not you're gonna have to add some more glue. The only thing is, because I have a big one, I have to be a little bit careful that I don't tear my doily and that we don't get glue chunks like we just did. So there we have that. We just put that piece down. And I think I'm gonna look, hello Miss Castillo, how are you? I think I wanna put a little bit of a piece up here in the corner, only because you guys know I've been on this kick with my sprays, and I always want to figure out how I can use these products that I've purchased. So let me see. And some of this may not in the end even show, quite honestly, because this is going back into the shadow box. But we're not gonna worry about that. Let's cut this off a little bit. And this is really all about play. There's no, you know, makeup for this. I didn't sit and map this out beforehand. You are literally seeing me put this together right before you. I had no plan. The only thing I don't like about glue sticks is that they sometimes are affected by humidity. Really, I haven't had that problem, but I could see how that might be possible. I use them primarily, you know, on paper products and things like this. Like, you know, if it's a wreath or something like that, I really try to stay totally away from glue, period. You'll see me more trying to put my wreaths together with wire and just things that I know that are going to withstand the elements and not going to melt, you know, if it's out in the sun. So I really haven't had much of a challenge with glue sticks. I'm just looking at my stains here. These are spray stains. I have vintage photo. Just spritz a little bit on. And I like the speckled look. I'm not even gonna try and spread it out. I think I'm gonna leave it speckled just like that. So let's see where we would apply that. I think we're gonna put that right there. And you could bring it inside. You don't have to have it off to the edge. That's just me. You know, I don't know why I like to do that. I gravitate towards the edges probably more than any place else, but you certainly don't have to put it there. This, in fact, we're gonna move this over a little bit onto the piece more so you can really see it. Vintage is your favorite? Yeah, I don't know that I have a favorite. I guess a lot of my things could lean towards the vintage side simply because I love the neutral palettes more than anything else. They just, for me, they just work better in my home decor. Okay, you have an art journal as well. So that's what we have so far. Yeah, the edges definitely are important. You guys already know how I feel about that. So now I have this stencil. And I like all of this scallop detail here. I don't even know what this says in the middle here. We're not even gonna use that. We're gonna be using some of these scallop details. And I'm thinking that I want to be able to kind of bring some of that into this piece, and I think I'm gonna add it over here. I'm gonna add a little bit right there between those bunny ears. And what we're gonna do with that is I have a little bit of spackling and paint already mixed up. And then we also have, I have this amazing stamp. This is actually a Tim Holtz stamp. I have been hunting for this, particularly for this rabbit. And I finally found it. And I love this little grid stamp and the polka dot. So I think I want to pop some of that in there. Some of those polka dots for sure. So let's see. I have been trying to craft my stash, but when I found this, I had to buy it. I was like, gotta get that. I've been looking for that. And these stamps are pretty cool. I like his stamps. Well, there's not much Tim Holtz that I don't like, to be honest. And I think I'm gonna just pop it right in here somewhere, just again to give some more dimension. And I think I'm gonna just pop it even right over top of this ephemera piece that we put here. Now, what color I'm gonna stamp, I'm not sure yet. I think I'm gonna do some black just because our bunny has that outline in black, and I think I wanna make sure that I bring some of that into the pieces that I'm adding, along with the pieces that I'm adding, rather. See, I have some comments here, but they're not coming up. Yeah, I'm the same right now, okay? I'm just trying the things that I like and seeing how they come out. I really don't have a theme in mind either. I could be doing, you name it, one thing today, tomorrow I could be doing something that might even be Christmas related, just to, you know, try my hand at it, see how I like it. So there we have those dots. So you see how all these pieces are just adding so much more dimension to this, and that's what I love about mixed media. And it gives you an opportunity to try new and different things in different ways. So I encourage everybody to always do that, you know, especially if you got the stuff. If you have the stuff already, put it all together, see how it works out. You guys see me, I'll take magnolia stencils, and I'll use IOD stamps. I combine it all because one, it comes out, you get a unique piece, and two, it gives you an opportunity to use all the stuff you've purchased. Yep, that's the same thing I say. If I don't like it, and you guys hear me say it all the time, if you don't like it, just paint over it. You know, and gesso definitely helps you to do that even more so, because you can go right back to a white space and start all over again. So I'm going to, what I said I wanted to put some of this in between those bunny ears, and then I think I want to lay some over here as well. So let's get our palette out. I'm wondering though, do I want to mix it with a little more color, because it's in the bone family right now. Well, let's put it down like this first, and then I'll see if we don't like it. I can take my stamp and go over it and apply some more color to it. It's kind of thin. I did not bring any baking soda to the table. No. Okay, we're gonna try it. It's thinner than I would like. I usually like mine thick when I apply my spackle and my paint, and this is kind of thin. Definitely thinner than I typically use, because I like it thick, because the thicker it is for me, I find the more texture I have. Let me see if I can scrape some off the sides to try and thicken it up a little bit. Definitely wish it would have been a little thicker, but we'll live with it. And I didn't bring a garbage bag here. I'm so ill prepared tonight. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we can live with that. I'm just gonna wipe this stencil off a little bit just in case I think we want to go back in and add a little bit more. Get that up. So there you can see that right over here in the corner is where we added that. And that definitely has some dimension. Oh yeah, for sure. Black gesso definitely will. Thank you for those hearts. Yeah, I like that. That definitely is giving it that puffy dimensional effect. Really cool. And let's see. If we want to add a little more, and you can turn this in so many different ways that even though you really have like just these kind of border styles, but if you turn it, they look like it's a whole other stencil. I think I'm gonna bring this one over here. It's gonna overlay onto that doily a little bit, but I like that. I like the idea of that. So let's see. I do wish I would have checked and made this a little thicker. Okay. Just give me a second. Let me clean this off. There I go. Here they are. And these stamps are like a mylar kind of material, so these last a long time too. Stabilo pencils. Actually, I haven't purchased any. I do have a lot of the Tim Holtz watercolor pencil crayons that I've been playing around with a lot, just to try and get a feel for what they're capable of. I've seen a lot of other artists using those Stabilo pencils, but I've been holding back from purchasing them yet because I feel like I need to figure out how to master what I have first before I go buying a whole bunch of other stuff. And I also have a jelly plate. Do you do any jelly printing? I'm definitely trying and experimenting with that because it looks so amazing when you're able to make your own backgrounds for your pieces. So I'm really interested in mastering that because that I think is going to take things up a whole other level for me, because I can even my Magnolia stencils are going to be kicked up a notch if I can really get that jelly plate down and be able to make my own background paper. I can't wait till I feel confident enough using that. Yeah, I have the 8x10 and the 5x7 one. So I've been playing around with those and, pulling prints and trying to see if I get something that I really, really like. I think I'm gonna try and edge this with some gray first, and then if I feel like it's not showing up the way I would like it to, we can go back in with some other colors here. But this is Hickory Smoke. This is Ranger Archival ink. Hickory Smoke is also another Tim Holtz color. I like buying Ranger's stamp pads because most times there's a Tim Holtz spray, oxide, or crayon, the watercolor pencils that all come back in that same color family. So I really like how they all blend together and mix well. So that's what we have so far. I think I'm going to put a little bit of probably some ground espresso at some point in there. Yeah, this is pretty dry. I'm tempted to spray, but I think I'll just splatter with it rather than spray. I like this little kind of grid, and I think I want to just add a little bit of that in the gray, because what I'm hoping is that the gray is not going to be dark but that it's just gonna have like this faint grid line that's gonna be added to the piece. That's what I'm hoping I'm gonna get here. Just to add again some more dimension, another place for your eye to travel. And I'm stamping on stamp here, and you'll see, even, I mean, it's so cool, guys. Just experiment, trust me. You never know what you're gonna get. Now, you remember I put the dots down earlier, and right on those dots, now we have the grid line. I'm hoping that that translates for you. We added the grid line up here between those bunny ears. We also have it over here. So you see how all that dimension is coming through, you know, just by using something. And like I said, you don't have to use the whole thing. Just tap and add different elements of texture and dimension to your piece. Thank you for those hearts. Cat Kerr, is she on YouTube or here on Facebook? So I'm just loving this little grid, and y'all see that I'm going crazy with it. Hi Tina, how are you? I love this. This is going to be definitely, I can see it's going to be a favorite of mine. I can see that already. Thank you, Tim Holtz. Nice, nice, nice. I like this. I'm going to see if I can just put a little bit of that gray on there. I don't think I need any more white. I think we've got enough white in there because I do have a white sand pad, and I'm just wondering if I should, you know what, let's go for it. Let's go for it, guys. Let's see. Let's just put a little bit on this corner here and see how it comes out. If my, I don't even know if my pad is actually inked enough to make a difference, but let's see. No, it's not inked enough. You don't really see it. I don't know what it is about white ink. It seems to dry out quicker than any other ink colors that I have. And I always make sure I go in and check my stamp pads and re-ink them often. And I don't know why this white just seems to dry out. It's like the pad just soaks all the ink in. Yeah, it's not giving. It's not giving, as the kids say. Okay, so now let's put this over here. I'm gonna clean that off some more. What else did I say I was gonna put in here? I have some stickers. I have one that says, I don't do fashion, I am fashion. And I thought about that because this bunny, you know, has a little bit of jewelry on. I've said that this is a girl. So I thought this sticker might be cute on there. And then I also have this one that says, be amazing today. So, but I think these stickers might be, I don't know if, I'm thinking they're clear. Oh, they are, okay. Because I thought if they were white, I would have to edge them. So what do you guys think? Be amazing today, or I don't do fashion, I am fashion? Which one should we use? You know, I always like to have some sort of title, kind of, sort of, in my piece. I want to see if I have my little script stamp in here. Let's look and see if we have that here, because I just love adding that script writing. It works and it blends into with me for almost every piece. Let's see if I have it in here. Okay, I found one. I have a couple of them, so this one I think can work. Thank you for those hearts. We're just gonna stamp, 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 stamp. Get us some ink on here. And I am going to just put that down and get some more of that script down. Let's see if I can get a little bit over here, a little bit here in the corner. So there we go. I am loving this. So anybody have any preference on the sticker? Or I think Be Amazing Today. Even though I'll say that I don't do fashion, I am fashion for something else. Let's see. Because it's pretty clear, I'm hoping that it will just lay down and not be too intrusive. Just a little faint detail that's there with the bunny, right on the bottom there. Hello, Barb, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Melody, thank you for joining. And because she has a little bit of jewels here, and I have these cabochons that I've had for 3,000 years and still am nowhere near the bottom. I figure, why not? Let's put some of those in there. Gotta use them. So I'm thinking something like that, just to give those little pendant, that little pendant she has, some sort of dimension. I can't really hold it down for you because then it'll slide off the piece because I haven't glued it yet. I'm finding you, Barb. Thank you for asking. The other thing we could do is, you don't have to, you know, put them in such formation like that. You guys know how I feel about that as well. I don't like things that are lined up perfectly and all of that. Yeah, I'm telling you, some of these things you buy and it's like, oh my God, am I ever gonna get to the bottom of these? I've had these for a long time and I still have a ton of them. I think they'll look cute even in this little dot section over here, and it gives that some dimension. So let's turn our glue gun on first. Let's get some heat on it. Yeah, and I think we could put some up in this dotted section. I like that better. It's more random to my liking. I don't like things that are too uniform. Definitely don't do matchy-matchy. Definitely not my style. And you guys know, I tell you all the time, I like wonky, probably because I'm a little wonky. I don't know if we need this many. Something's off about that. It's, yeah, because it's 6 pieces. I'm telling you, in even numbers, when you do things like this, if you use even numbers, for me, I can always tell. It always seems off to me. Odd numbers definitely work better. So that's 3. Yeah. That piece there just threw everything off. there makes more sense to me now that it's an odd number. I think I'm just trying to figure out the best placement at this point. I know I need to use an odd number. I think we're gonna go with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a dot here. I need to get a tweezer. You would think with all the pieces and craft things that I own, that I would have some craft tweezers. But I don't have any. Carol, did I say hello to you? I'm actually trying not to pick this up because it's hard for me to put it back down once I've picked it up in these fat little fingers of mine. Okay. And of course we're gonna get some glue strings. So I gotta figure out how the heat gun will hopefully help me take those off. Oh, they're rubbing off. We got one more. And because all this is going in the shadow box, you don't need a whole ton of glue strings or anything like that, because it's going to be in your shadow box. No one's going to be able to kind of knock them off. So what do you guys think so far? Hi Cheryl, how are you? Let's put these cabochons away and close it up. I knocked these down one time and I was finding these on the floor for days. Thank you for those hearts. Just looking at my edging. We're not really gonna see the edges, so I need to stop focusing on that, honestly, because once it goes into the frame, we really won't see much of the edging. I think I got a little piece here I need to just cut. Okay. Just making sure there's nothing else I want to do to the inside. I said I wanted to see if I could spritz, right? Let me get my paper towel out and test first. Okay, just want to make sure that it's going to come out in some spritzes and not, or wait a minute. Do we want to, let's try some tea dye first, and then we can go in with a few darker splatters. Some of these sprays are new. I got Christmas, I got a gift card and I purchased some additional sprays, that the colors that I hadn't had that I wanted, with my gift cards. Okay, I think that might work. Let's see. So you can spray with these and then you can kind of do the splatters like I'm doing as well. If you guys have been watching me, you know I love to do splatters on my pieces also. And I like to start with the darker colors just because if you don't like it, it's not so obvious. Hello, Beth, how are you, my friend? So now we're gonna get a little daring here. And I'm trying to keep it over here on the side just in case it becomes too overpowering. I definitely don't want too much in my bunny face, so. I can definitely see it now. The closer you get, the more they're visible. So here we go. What do you guys think? What is that I was using to do the splatters with, Beth? That is Distressed, Tim Holtz Distressed. This is the spray stain, but I have the spray stains and the oxide sprays. They both kind of do the same things. I love them. I've been experimenting with them in a couple of my last couple of lives. It's just amazing the things you can do with it. I just love it. Thank you so much. So I think I would. All right, y'all. Let's see. Y'all know me. I don't do too much of the whole glitz and glam kind of stuff, but I do have some things here. I definitely have some pearls that I wanted to put in the bottom of our shadow box, simply because, like I said, this is a girl bunny to me, and I just wanted to see what I could use to make her look really feminine and cute. No, I don't like that. That's too much. I wish I had a smaller flower, a tinier one. That would work for me. These are too big. And I don't like them off the page anywhere. So we're going to put these away. No, we're not going to use these. I want, if I had something thin enough to put just like a little headband over here, because this looks to me like she could have a headband on over there, and that little white dot there, where here looks a little bit like a flower. So I'm trying to enhance that so that it does look like a headband. So let's see. Let's play around with some stuff. See what we can do. I have this. I'm wondering if I can cut this strip thin enough for me to give her a little bit of a headband. I have this, but nah, that's too gaudy. I don't like that. I'm gonna try, see if I can get a little thin strip of this. I don't know where I got this from. It's another one of those things that I found in my scrapbook stash. I probably had this since the year of the flood. Let's see. And I'm wondering if it's gonna be something that I can bend enough to do what I want with it, in terms of give it the look of some sort of headband for her. I'm putting this down real rough because if I don't like it, I'm gonna take it right off before it rips my paper. I don't know, y'all. I don't like it. I'm not crazy about it. I don't think so. But I do like the little glitz of it. We'll incorporate it somehow, but just not in here, I don't think. So we're gonna stop here, and we're gonna put this now in our frame. And I don't think there was anything else I wanted to do on this piece. We said the flower was too big. Yeah, I think we're good with that. So this is our shadow box. I just want to clean my glass on the inside before I put our picture down in there. And then I have some pearls that I was thinking I wanted to just kind of have floating around in the bottom here on this little, what I like to call a little bit of a ledge in here on the shadow box. So let's put this in first. No, that's not gonna, because then that's gonna cover it. Yeah, I have to try and put those pearls in there first. Let's see if we like that. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. It made sense in my head, but sometimes what makes sense in your head doesn't translate in reality. Okay, Kay. Well, let's see. What do you guys think? It looks good in person. I don't know if that translates for you that way. I like that. But let's see what else we can throw in here. I got this little glittery stuff. I'm hoping this is not like that Dollar Tree snow, and then I regret ever putting this in my frame, because if it's anything like that snow that just sticks everywhere with no rhyme or reason for it. I have this stuff. I don't know if anybody used this before. I want to just add a little bit if I can, because I like the color. So that's what I'm trying to see if it's going to bring something to it. I just don't want it to be that, because that Dollar Tree snow, it almost is like a cling wrap or something. And that's not what I want. So I'm hoping that this does not do that, because then I'll probably have a hard time getting it out of the frame if I don't like it. Let me put some in my hand first, and then I can hopefully tell if it's that. I don't think it'll be that. Y'all say a silent prayer, okay? Okay. I'm wondering if I should glue these almost. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna have to shake them in place, because I think it would be too much of a challenge to try to glue them. I would have to glue them to the actual piece itself. And I do like the little bit of that grayish kind of glitter in there, because that gives it some extra color and a little bit more dimension. I do almost feel like I should attempt to glue that, but that's a lot of work, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think I should glue these little pearls onto this piece? I might have to do that. But for now, for live purposes, we're gonna go with this. And you'll know this frame is entirely too plain for me, right? So we're gonna go back. This is, I love this, but I think it's a little too gaudy. I don't know if I want that. What I think we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna go back to our stencil. Where did I put it? And put some of that on here. Let's try that. Let's get our spackling and paint back out. Get our palette knife back out. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. So now let's see. It's definitely not, like I said earlier, it's not as thick as I would like it to be, my mixture. So I gotta kind of hold this down with a firm hand because I don't want this slipping around on me. Okay, I think I can live with that. I got a little dripping. Not sure if I want that there. So I'm gonna wipe it away for now. May decide I want something like that later. Right now, I'm not sure I want it. And this is not as defined as I want. I don't know if that's my ticket, y'all, because it's not as defined as I like it. So you see what I mean about trying things? I didn't like that. No harm, no foul. Took it right off. And what we're gonna do is we're going to go, rather than trying to define it and have a pattern, we're gonna get our other palette knife. Hopefully it's here. And we're gonna do what we typically do with our paints. That's what we didn't do, y'all. I didn't put any gold in here. Uh-oh, major, major faux pas. You know, when you see this posted, you know it's gonna have some gold in there because I love, love, love my gold paint. I'm gonna get it out. We're gonna put some on our makeshift paint palette. I think this we're gonna just close up for a sec. Gotta get some of this stuff off this table. So let's see. What's under here? Okay. We got a little bit of our gold paint here. We're gonna get a little bit of our mineral, and we're gonna do our little scrapes across the frame just to give it some color, and it almost gives it like this chippy kind of effect that I love. I'm gonna get a little bit of our mineral out. And that's what we're gonna be doing to our frame. I think that's a little too much over there. So I'm gonna wipe some back and we're gonna do that again. Now that frame is starting to have some color that I can deal with, because it was just a little bit too plain for me before. And I'm just mixing these two colors just because, like I said, you know, I love my gold, so I am gonna put some gold inside on this piece. And we're gonna go all the way around this frame and apply that chippy paint effect. How about grunged up book pages around the frame? That definitely would work. You could even take the excess, some of the excess pieces from the printable that we originally started with that we cut off, and have some of that around there, around your edges as well. But I definitely am loving this. I like the way this is coming out. And you'll see our little beads are gonna be all over the place. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna leave those beads with the ability to just keep moving around that way, or if I'm gonna glue them. I'm gonna look at this some more after we're done, and I'll think about whether or not I actually wanna glue them. Thank you so much, Joanne. I just love creating pieces like this where I really didn't have a plan. It takes a little bit longer because, you know, I can usually whip through it if I already had something really set in my head. But this, I just knew I wanted to use this printable. I knew I wanted to use some pearls in there, but I didn't really plan it completely out. And sometimes you get some unexpected surprises. And this happens to be one of them. Thank you so much, Kay. So we got one more side over here that we gotta do. I'm not gonna do anything to the bottom because nobody's really gonna be looking at that too tough. And I'm just gonna, you know, don't overthink it, just go with it. I do want a little bit more of my gold in there just because I love this gold paint. If you're looking for just a regular gold paint that you don't have to do a whole lot to, I tell you guys all the time, this folk art metallic paint is amazing. I love it because I don't find that I have to mix other colors. Usually when I buy a gold paint, I'm always looking for something else to either darken it or lighten it. And I just don't have to do that with this one. Here's a new one, and you can see the label a little bit better. I love this paint. I like it straight out of the bottle, and it's hard to find, for me anyway, it's hard to find a gold paint that I like straight out of the bottle. Okay, I'm just trying to clean off my top. Okay, much better, much better. We're just about done. Yeah, it really is. You know, once I've learned to let go of not having it, you know, set in my head what it's going to look like because I'm live, you know, I just find so much more freedom in creating now because, you know, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. They really are, Teresa. So here we are. Here's our frame. I love, love, love everything about it. I love that little bunny. I don't know, I gotta tell you, I'm not too crazy about, I think I'm gonna probably glue these dumb pearls up into some sort of pattern and maybe bring them up a little bit more this way. That's gonna take a few minutes though, but other than that, I think, you know, once I get how I want them to lay straight, and then I think I'll be absolutely in love with this piece. I don't think it needs a bow. It doesn't need anything else. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it needs anything else? Does it need a bow? Does it need some lace or something in there? I'm loving it. Other than, I'm also, when I take this back out, I'm gonna do some gold in there. You know I gotta put some gold in there. That's just what I like. Small white pom-poms to mix in with the pearls. I think I do. I think I do. So I'll definitely get those out and see how those work. I definitely think I have some white pom-poms. Miss Patterson, what's no? You don't like it, Miss Patterson? Yeah, Miss Patterson is my go-to. Cause Miss Patterson gonna tell me the truth. And that's what I want. Tell me the truth. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but do you like it? Is it too much? Did I go overboard? Thanks, Kathy. Thank you, Joanne. I definitely had a lot of fun making this. And this is the first of our 2025 Easter. It probably, once I am completely satisfied with the placement of these pearls in here, will probably, oh, thank you so much, Ms. Madison. It doesn't need anything else. I think it'll probably be on my for sale page. I got so much Easter stuff from last year that I got to bring back out when I bring out my decorations. I don't know that I'm going to have any room for this, but you'll see. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's what I want. You know, tell me if you know, because everybody has different tastes, and I definitely respect that. But I like to know people's sincere opinions, and a lot of times, sometimes people, you want to be nice, but if it's something else that can be done to improve it, I want to know that as well. So I appreciate you guys, and I value your opinion. You guys, a lot of you come back and see me week after week, so I feel like we do these things together, and I definitely want to hear from your perspective what you're thinking. And just to remind you as well, I do have a open kind of challenge or call to we are doing a art challenge, and what I do is every week I post a word, and you create a piece that is inspired by that word. It's on our main page as well as in our group page. This week the word is hope. The new word comes out on Tuesday, so from now to Tuesday, create something that is inspired by that word for you and post it and share it with us. I can give you a little peek of mine. I haven't finished it yet. I'm still processing in my head. And see, this is what I'm talking about when it's not really a lot of fun, because and my goal and what I said is don't think too much. And here I am. I've been thinking about this the whole week, and I haven't finished this piece yet. But this is my surface for it. So hopefully I'll get it posted tomorrow. It'll be done. But I'm liking all of the mixed in the paper, again, the mixed media and the stickers that I'm using so far. So hopefully it'll come out and be a really good piece. It's not laying the way that I want it to lay, so I have to go and fix that. But join me in that, and I hope that I'll be back on. Definitely I'll be on Monday night. I'm thinking maybe Sunday I might actually be on as well. But in any case, I'll put a sign up and I'll let you guys know when I'm coming back live. For sure Monday night, though, on Magnolia Monday. So until then, you guys have a good night. Have a happy Saturday tomorrow. Be safe, be well, take care of yourself, take care of one another. And I am going to give you some hearts from my heart to yours always. And it is still Valentine's Day, so I'm going to say happy Valentine's Day to you all again. Once again, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Where did I get that? The round board? I got it from Michael's. I'll post a link, Kathy. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, guys. Love you guys.